Hello, everyone. We'll just wait for a minute. See if there's anyone here, or if I'm just by myself. La la la. Okay, someone's here. It's working. I was a little worried I did the link wrong. Hello and welcome to the January edition of Susan Takeover Day. If you're new to this channel, welcome to SiahSwag. I am Kassiah's sister, Susan. And once a month, we take over her channel and we make whatever we want. Sometimes we make office supplies. Sometimes we make bags. Sometimes we make trouble. So today we're going to be doing a bag and making trouble for sure. So I'll let a few people hop on here. I have some fun things to show you, and we're gonna have so much fun making this bag today. Oh look, we've got a crew coming. And my sister's here. Hi, sister. Dawn, Jane, Stacy. Stacy gave us that great quilting idea, which we're gonna talk about. Jeanette, Vicky, Shirley, and Kathy. K.dill Handmade's on here. She's the one who did this pattern. Juanita, Lisa, Amber, Brittany. Oh my goodness, we've got a good Tammy, Lily. Okay, we've got a party bunch here. I posted the link and the picture sideways, and I thought, did I mess up? Is the link right? And then someone showed me a screenshot, and it says the video is set for 1969. So I don't know what it did, but here we are. Doesn't matter. Kassiah can fix it later. Yep, I called you. Trouble. We're going to cause some trouble, so you better be here. Hi, Cynthia. Montreal. Oh, Asa's here. Yeah, Kassiah's busy rolling patterns in Decaville for the Cupid boxes. Man, you guys, I can't wait for you to see. Those of you who are getting it, it's such an incredible box, and Kassiah is spending her whole life prepping those, and I live in a different state, so I am no good of a help to her. So, okay, lots of exciting things. So before we get rolling on the bag, I want to show you a few things. Stacy King is here, and when we were doing our 12 Days of Christmas, we were chatting, you know, what's next year's thing going to be, and Stacy mentioned we should do quilting, like a quilt block a month, and we're both like, that sounds like fun. So we are doing that. We've already done our January one, but you could easily catch up. I actually haven't done mine yet. I'll video me doing it. So I finally went and got some fabrics. Here's my fabrics. I thought I would do some like blues and greens, and then like just a little pop of yellow. So this is gonna be my quilt. So I'll do my 9 patch. That was our block of the month for January, is 9 patch, literally 9 squares. And I think we're doing 4.5 squares. 4.5 by 4.5. So if you haven't joined the quilt of the month, you just watch the video and make you don't have to join anything. But anyways, we'll be doing it on the second Thursday of every month. We'll be doing a different quilt block every month. We're hoping to get a sheet out to you really soon that tells you the block we're doing for the whole year, so you know each month what block we're doing. And a lot of people are like, how much fabric and how much this? It just depends. So we are literally just showing 12 blocks. Some people are making just the 1 block a month. Some people are doing 2 or 3, so that when you piece it together at the end, you have a large quilt. Or if you just want to do the 12 blocks, they end up being 12 by 12, 12.5 by 12.5, because you add the inseam in there. So it'll end up being like a lap size quilt. If you don't want to add stuff to it, you could add strips in between, and we'll talk about that. After we do all the 12, we'll show you different ways to put it together, whether you just want to do a lap quilt, whether you want to do a big one. If this is your first time putting one together, we'll talk you through it. So anyways, quilt block of the month is just a fun little thing we're doing on the second Thursday for funsies. I see some people using like scraps they have, which is really kind of a cool idea, scraps from the whole year. So fun thing. Yesterday, I got some incredible mail, and I shouldn't have been excited as I was, but because I'm the one who helped make it, like I spent so much time on this calendar to coordinate over 60 companies and codes and all this. It was like a crazy amount of work, but so fun. But when my calendar came in the mail yesterday, I was so happy because I hadn't seen it yet either. So this came and I was giddy. I'm like, Eeks! So Anyways, calendar of the month is calendar for the whole year. The year of swag is here. So you can kind of see each month has a cheesy picture, but then, and that's fine and dandy. But the point is there's coupons every single month. There's a whole year's worth of bag making coupons. Here, I'll give you a sneak peek of February. You guys want to see February? This was at a park by our house. We were sitting on a bench, but then my husband photoshopped stuff behind it. This picture actually was taken in my house, in my bedroom, against a blank wall, and he photoshopped that behind us. So yes, this was in my house. This was at a park. What else can I show you? This one kind of cracks me up. You can't see it super well, but this was in my backyard. I was throwing leaves on Kassiah. Anyways, but the point of it is there is 12 months worth of calendars of coupons for this calendar. So every month, like for instance, this month, Weft and Warp was from the 3rd to the 10th. Patterns by Sarah Miriam was from the 6th to the 13th. Carolina Little Stitches is from now till the end of the month. So if you want to get on there. Lavender and Twine from the 15th until the 31st. Printy Fabrics for a couple days. And then Spencer Ogg at the end of the month. And so each month has who's on there. And then there's like at the bottom all the information. How long does their code go for? What's the code you put in to get onto their site? And we have over 60 coupons in this bad boy. So anyways, if you haven't already picked one up, we are only 2 weeks into this year. So you still have 50 weeks worth of coupons for it. And we do have a few left. I don't remember what the stock is. It's not a lot, but we do have a few left. So I was excited to get that. I'll be hanging it behind me. And the next thing, as you guys know, is we have, oh wait, Weft and Warp extended hers. Awesome. Okay, yeah, so she does have some more and she says they're all ready to ship out. I know, Brittany, our birthday month, February. So the other thing is, as you guys know, tomorrow, in 1 day, the Cupid box is being released because Cupid is coming. And he's delivering you a beautiful box with vinyl and canvas and hardware and zipper overlay and a brand new bag pattern by SoFlo Designs, which is Brittany, who's on here right now. Brittany Edwards, that's SoFlo. And if you go on, Kassiah did an unboxing of it. So it's not a surprise, it's not like a secret or anything. You can see everything that's in it. We're going to be releasing it for Patreon first. We've had quite a few people in the last few days have questions and I just want to address it really quick. So, to join Patreon, you have to go to the actual Patreon site. On Kassiah's website, there's a tab for Patreon, but that doesn't help you join Patreon. That just gives you special access for shopping. It's a different thing. So you have to go to the Patreon site. You become a member anywhere from $1 to $25. Okay. And then tomorrow it's going to roll out for the shopping for the coupon, for the Cupid box, 30-minute increments. So at 9 o'clock, the top tier gets to shop. At 9:30, the next tier, 10, 10:30, 11. And then at noon, this is all mountain time, it's going to go on sale for everyone if there's anything left by then, okay? And so if you are a Patreon or you want to become a Patreon, you go to the Patreon site, you become a member, okay? That has its own password, that has its own stuff. And then tomorrow at your assigned time, there's going to be a graphic that comes up on the Patreon site that says your tier and your password for the shopping. Then you take that new password that I give you tomorrow, you go to Kassiah's site, and you go to the Patreon tab, you put that in, and that gets you in for shopping. Okay? And I posted a little video on the Patreon site that talks you through it and shows you the different screens. So just so, I know we've had a lot of questions about that. Yes, Kassiah's website will be the different password that I give you tomorrow on Patreon. It'll look like it comes from Kassiah. A lot of the stuff that says it's from Kassiah, the graphics and stuff, it's not her. It's me. I'm just saying. Okay, so any questions? Oh, you're going to make a kitty quilt. You got your calendar yesterday. Someone already used 2 coupons yesterday. That's so cool. I'm excited to use mine too. Hey, Kat. Surprise, Kat, you're in the calendar. I forgot to warn all the Sew in the States people. There's 2 pages with all our Sew in the States. Surprise. All right. Are we ready, guys? We're going to make a Nooga by K.dill Designs, K.dill Handmade. And if you don't know K.dill, that's Kathy, and she was Miss Tennessee. And Miss Tennessee was so fun, and actually when we were with her, we sewed the Nooga. But the reason why I wanted to do it again is because when I did that, that was only like my second bag I'd ever made or something. And I really didn't know what I was doing. They were literally handing me things and saying, sew down this line. Here, do this. I didn't know what I was doing. And I haven't sewn it since. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this bag. And so I did a couple practice ones. I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes because that's what I do. But I don't mind mistakes because I learn. I'm like, well, I won't make that same mistake again. I actually had to put glue on this and I burned part of it. But that doesn't matter. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is the Nooga. All right, I don't have a strap for it yet. I'll get a strap for it. You can call this the front if you want with a zipper. It's got a zipper pocket, or you can call this the front. Doesn't matter. You do you. Okay. This is a through pocket that you can actually fit your phone in. This right here is a hidden zipper on the outside. All right. So there's a zipper pocket inside. And then on the inside, we have card slots. Can you see that at all? Card slots. And then a zipper pocket right here. Isn't this a great bag? I love this bag. I messed up the zipper. Kathy, I'll admit, I tried to do a 90-degree turn instead of the way that you say it in the pattern, thinking that I knew better. It wasn't great. So I'm going to try it the way the pattern says today. Live and learn. Okay. So this is made out of Lux from Wonderground. This part is Lux. This part right here is Smoothie Smooth from Tulip. I love this, by the way, guys. Her Smoothie Smooth is incredible. It's a whole category of its own. That's what all this flower stuff is. It's the Smoothie Smooth. And then the green canvas I got from Wonderground as well. So it's a Wonderground and Tulip Bee bag. And all the hardware's from SiahSwag. So this is what we're going to make. Shall we do it? Yes, that's right. Kathy, you're Miss Tennessee. When we're all done with the 50 states, we're going to have an event. And I'm going to make sashes for all of you. And it's going to say Miss and whatever your state is. So just be ready. It'll still be a couple years. We have 19 states down. In about a year and a half, we did 19 states. And then we've taken a few months off because that was exhausting and fun. We only have 4 states planned for this year, which we'll announce soon. All right. I think it's time to sew. Here we go. Yeah, Kathy, when I was at your house, I was like, I don't know what to do. You guys are just handing me things. And I'm like this? So I'm trying this on my own. All right. Ready? I'm going to switch cameras. And I'm going to probably try this little fancy thing and see if it works. Can you see me? And can you see the stuff? See how fancy we are here? All right. So if that's in your way, I can move that picture in picture. Or if it's annoying, I can take it off. So what we're going to do is we are going to do a few prep things first. So for today's bag, we are using Lux from Wonderground. I'm using canvas from Wonderground. It's a Wonderground day. And I am using Smoothie Smooth from Wonderground. Hers is called bonded, poly nylon bonded something. I call it Smoothie Smooth. Okay. I have a tag from Heartwood and Hyde, musically made. Did you guys see my tag? I'm in love with my tags. And I have zipper tape and hardware by SiahSwag. No, the zipper tape's from someone else. It's from Zipper Valley, probably. I don't know. See how great I am. And all the hardware's from Siah. All right, my friends. So here we go. Here we go. This is our small zipper. It's all prepped. Gone with you. Our mid-size zipper. So there's 3 zippers. Our mid-size zipper is going to get tabs on either end. So we're going to do that one next. So all you're going to do is you're going to sandwich. You're going to make sure your zipper pulls on. I may or may not have done this on the other bag without putting my zipper pull on. You'll never know because I did not record it. Anyways, and then I was like, oh, well, that's not going to do me any good. So you're going to put right sides to right sides on these little tabs, and you can clip them or you can tape them or you can just hold them with your fingers like I am. I'm using some of Kassiah's variegated thread for funsies, which feels crazy for me. I'm not really a crazy color person, but I'm like, look, I'm actually using color today, which I prefer more neutrals. But I just thought, you know what? We're just going to go hog wild today. Not only am I using colors, I'm using variegated thread. It's, which one is it? Cotton Candy Swirl. So we're just going to go ahead and sew these tabs right sides together on the end of each zipper, or each side of this zipper. This is the mid-size zipper, and this is the one that's going to go on the outside of the bag for that pocket. Okay, I'm just going zippity-doo-dah, zippity-doo-dah, zippity. And yes, this is the Nooga by K.dill. And if you're just jumping on, I am Susan. I am not Kassiah. Once a month, you have to suffer through me, and the rest of the month you get her. So count your blessings. Huh, huh. Come here, you little thread. You guys ever talk to your stuff? Is this annoying to have picture-in-picture with my head down? I could take the picture-in-picture off. Just a minute if you want me to. Do. Oh, that is another tag idea. Zippity-doo-dah. I was designing some tags yesterday. Do. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lengthen your stitch a little bit. And you're going to flippity-doo-dah the tabs out. And you're going to top stitchy-doo-dah. So they're facing out. And so they lay nice. They behave. If you need to talk to them a little bit, you can. Say, stay there, you little thing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Flippity-doo-dah, zippity-doo-dah, top stitchity-doo-dah away. Yes, I'm a dorka, that is okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, so when you're done, what you've done is you have lengthened your zipper. I never understood why we do this, I'll be honest, before. They're like, to keep things out of your seam. And I thought, oh, top left, okay. Just a minute. I see what you're saying. Take that off. Add one. I can do this. Add that one. Next. Left. Top. Done. Boom. Boom. How's that? Okay. Is that better? Better? Okay. So I never understood why we do this. And at first when I was doing this, because I would always say, it's to keep things out of your seam allowance. And I thought, I don't even know what you're talking about. But it makes it so that the edges that you sew in are just this thin part rather than the zipper part. You probably all know that. But I was just letting you know that I know that now. So while I'm at it, I'm going to put a little tape on it. Just so that when we get to that next step, it'll be easier. We're just going to prep everything and then make some pockets. I contemplated prepping everything before the video, but when I was brand new and trying to learn, and people would say, well, just prep your zipper like normal, or we'll just do this like normal. I thought, well, I don't know what you're talking about. And it was frustrating. So I'm going to pretend that you're brand new, even though you're not. Okay, so I have tape on the front, zipper in the middle, tabs on the side. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we're going to pull out our long zipper. All right. And we have this little tab right here, and I'm going to put it on the left-hand side, and I'm going to fold it wrong sides in to the middle. I'm not going to tape this one. I'm just going to try to force my way with just pressing this one. I'm going to talk to it a little bit. I'm going to say, get in there. And then I'm going to say, please. I'm going to use my little roller. Okay. And now I'm going to go on the end. So I have it folded towards the middle. I'm going to come to the end and I'm going to fold it again so all my raw edges are hidden. And I'm just going to sew this on the end. It's going to be so fun. I do have to like hold my tongue just right for this part. Make sure I'm capturing all of it. Ooh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Sometimes I just hand crank over the zipper part. So I've got my tab on the end. It's a little crooked, but we don't call it crooked. We call it creative. It's a little creative. If you want to be boring and put yours on straight, I guess you can do that. It's your choice. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put tape on this. I'm not going to tape it all the way, and I'll show you why in a minute. I'm going to tape it and leave a little bit of a tail on the end. And after this, all my zippers are prepped, and now we're going to go to our D-ring connectors, and we're going to prep those bad boys. I should not be watching while cooking bacon. Oh, bacon sounds so good. Even burned bacon is good. Do you know that? Oh, thank you, Jane. Do you love the colors? I do too. I got this matching a while back. Just a second. My head's going to go in front of there. But I got this matching webbing and zipper from Zipper Valley, and I just thought it was really pretty. So this is going to be the strap eventually. Although, admittedly, I went to go get the hardware for it, and I don't have nickel hardware. Siah, I need nickel hardware. So I'm going to use a chain today at the end, and then I'll switch it. All right, so this zipper is done. We're going to lay that aside. Next, we are going to make our connecting D-ring triangle. I have made one already right here, as you can see. So we're just going to make one of them together. So you just take this rectangle strip right here, you draw a line down the middle, and I put tape on either side. That is optional. You could clip it if you want, or you could put tape in the middle, but I prefer my tape to go down either side. I don't know why. I just do. Don't know why I tape on the edge, but I do, and that is that. Makes me happy, yes it does. And that's a fact. Okay, now I'm going to put some stitching on this. I love double stitching, so we're doing it. I'm gonna go down the edge, about 1/8 of an inch. I'm gonna go down the other edge, 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm gonna come and do 1/4 because I think it looks so beautiful. No, my screen keeps going dark. That's annoying. Make a hardware order. Okay. I will. I was laughing when I'm like, I don't have the hardware I need. I bet I know where I can get some. I was just at your house too. Oops, I went a little drunk driver on that one, but that's okay. I can't be taken all day on this. You guys have things to do. The Lux kind of frays on the end a little bit, so I like to just kind of singe it. All right, so now I'm going to slip this on my D-ring, and I'm going to just base the end of it closed because it just makes it easier to work with on the next step. And I just go all the way there, all the way back, and say, good enough, wiggity whack. All the way there, all the way back. That's good enough, wiggity whack. Okay. Then you're going to take your little triangles. She has you cut it into a square and then you chop it into a triangle. All right. And then you're going to take the square right side up and you're going to lay the D-ring with the hardware down into it. Okay. And you're going to leave some of this tab part up above it. And then you're going to take this guy right side down. And the Lux, one side is smooth and one side is a little bit rougher. And so I'm calling the smooth side the right side. Is it the right side? I don't know. Is it the wrong side? I don't know. But this is the way I'm doing it. Then you're going to sandwich it. You could clip it. You could hold it. You could tape it. You could bop it. I'm just going to hold it. Okay, and now we're going to go around and we're going to stitch, not the slanted edge, but the two straight edges. We're going to stitch down them, and then we're going to turn and top stitch. It's not quite turn and burn, but it's almost. I'm going to go smaller stitch length here. All right, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to come down this other straight side. I'm kind of going slow on this part just because I don't want it to shift too much. All right, so what you have is a triangle sewn with the hardware inside of it. So you don't have to, but I'm just going to trim the corners just a little bit so they're a little bit easier to poke out. Okay, so I'm going to take my chopstick and I'm going to pull this out. Bonsoir. Must be evening there, huh? Okay. I'm just going to try to poke this corner out. I took 2 years of French in high school, and I am really ashamed at how little I could speak. But at the time, there was a famous commercial in the United States for a life alert system where an elderly person would, you know, have a thing around their neck in case something happened. And the commercial was, I've fallen and I can't get up. And then they push the life alert and people come and help them. So the only thing I remember from French after 2 years is to say, Je suis tombé et je ne peux pas me lever. I'm falling and I can't get up. Which will come in handy if I go to France when I'm older. So I'm not saying it's a total waste. I just haven't had a chance to use it yet. Okay, so once you have it kind of the way you like it, I just want to poke the corner just a tad more. Okay, I'm going to, it just calls to top stitch, but I'm extra. And so I like to top stitch 3 lines because I just think it looks cool. Do you guys like that? How's the light, by the way? I'm going to put just a little bit more light. I'm going to turn this sucker up. I don't know if that makes any difference, but can you see that better? Okay, here we go. We're going to go around 3 times. Yeah, we've got to show off this variegated. Smiley Jen, Smiley Jen. Okay. Here we go. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing? Really? Did I do it wrong? Can you guys see both cameras? Okay, well, I don't know. Someone said they can't see me and I'm doubled. I could take that other camera off if it's annoying. Okay. I need you to vote. Do you love it or do you disagree? Okay, here we go. Oh, I need to lengthen my stitch. And you're just top stitching around your 2 straight sides and you're leaving your slanted side unstitched. You're just going to leave it raw. Well, that was not straight. But what do we call that, everyone? We call it creative. It'll be fine. Whoever ends up with this bag is not going to be like, oh my goodness, that stitch is not straight. Or maybe they will. I just give these away to whoever wants them. I'm like, who wants a bag? I have too many. Okay. Beep, boop, boop. Don't love that. Watch what I'm going to do. I'll pull that out. I'm going to go on this one. Ah, get in there. There we go. It went too far. There we go. You like my squeaky wheel? And oh, she thought there were 2 people. Nope, I'm afraid you're stuck with me and me. The only thing worse than me is me and me. Boom. Boom. Name that song. Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, the finale. Okay, here we go. We have our 2 triangle D-ring connectors. Done. We're going to put those off to the side. And we are moving on. Moving on up. I actually meant to do this part before I got on camera. I am going to mark my card slots really quick. Just because it's easier to do it at this table. So we're going to do card slots. Now this is another thing I considered doing before getting on camera. But when I first started making bags, and even now, card slots intimidate me for probably no reason, but they just do. So I just thought maybe we'll just do it together in case anyone is intimidated by card slots. Like myself. And we can see that it's not the worst thing in the world. All right. So I'm just marking in the pattern. She has lines to mark. So I'm just marking those really quick off camera just so I don't show measurements. And then I'm going to come over and we're going to fold it together and I'll show you how it's done. Now there's lots of ways to do card slots, I'm realizing. I am marking my card slots on the back. Okay, got them all marked. They're on the back. I drew a little arrow on mine so I'd remember which way is up. Now she has directions and she calls them valley folds and mountain folds. And when I was sitting there making this the other day, because when we went to her house, she did all this for us. She was like, here, card slot's done. I was like, good, I don't even know what a card slot is. So I had to sit here and I was looking at the directions thinking, okay, valley fold, mountain fold. Surely I can figure this out. So valley fold for the first one. And I squeeze the corners and kind of line that up. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of see where I'm at. Bada bing, bada boom. You don't have to say that, but it does help. Now you could press it with an iron. You could roll it. You could clip it. We're going to use some clips in just a second here. Okay, and the next fold, she says mountain fold. So I'm going to make that one, I'm going to pinch it and come up with it. Pinch, pinch. Okay. Pinch, pinch. See how we did. I'm all checking my markings. I didn't say I was graceful at this, guys. I'm just trying not to be so scared of card slots. So I'm going to hold this first little guy in place while I take my fingers off to do the next one, okay? My computer keeps going dark. Oh, thank you. My roller's so pretty. Okay, my next one is a valley fold. Hello, little Bryce. Yeah, do you want to hang it for me? Yeah, hang it for me. Bryce is going to hang my calendar for me.
Hello.
Say hi to the people.
Hello, people. What are you guys making today? Let's see.
We are making the Nooga. This. Would you carry this, Bryce?
It is actually pretty cool.
Oh, you would carry it?
Well, I don't know. I like to see some people at work wear it. But it's pretty cool. I like the smoothness.
See, you're saying all the right things because the designer's on here right now. So
Yeah.
say all the right things.
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
And it's not really a man bag, I realize, but it is cool.
No, I would love to show that off to my coworkers. They would love that.
Okay, and then I'm going to do a mountain fold. Pinch, pinch. Press, press. Do, 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 do. And I can tell I missed just a little bit. I missed. It's not totally even. So just keep evening it out. Once again, I'm not fast at this, but I thought maybe we should do it together. Do it together. Okay. I'm just going to move the clip to... Huh. Do I have this right? I bet that's going to go... Wait, what did I do? No, I'm lost. I'm lost. And the last one is a mountain fold. Okay, so this one's going to come up. I think that was supposed to be valley. Oh my gosh, I got lost. Valley, mountain, valley. Oh, I skipped one. Mountain. I got off one. Bryce distracted me. Just kidding. Do, 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 do. That's a valley fold. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and put some clips in this so I'm not losing my place again. Great demonstration, right? Mountain, valley. Okay. When I flip it up, that's when I got lost of where it was. All of a sudden it was turned around. Okay, and then this one is going to be the mountain. It's my last mountain fold. If I've done it right, then when we turn it around, we will have card slots. If I've done it wrong, well, then we will have randomly folded material. Good for nothing. So that's exciting. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom, aka laka laka boom. Okay, we're gonna turn it over. Bum, 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 bum. Card slots. How do we do? That one looks a little funky. We're gonna defunkify it just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be top stitching the tops of these card slot folds. Okay. So let me move my stuff out of the way. Take a little drink because I'm feeling parched. I think the card slots make me nervous. Kathy, you're making me nervous with card slots. How'd I do? Not bad. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to top stitch along each of the top folds. So I'm just going to kind of make sure everything else is out of the way, so I'm not stitching through anything else on this, okay? Like this. And I'm going to make sure I have the stitch length I like. And I'm going to go top stitch number 1. Awesome. That looks good. Okay. So then I'm going to just move my clips. And I'm going to do the next row. And I'm going to say, do, 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 do. Whoops. I always forget to bring it up. How embarrassing indeed. Okay, that was my second one. I'm going to move that out of the way, and I'm going to do my last one. I just kind of keep checking to make sure it's straight. Everything's lining up. And here's my last row to stitch. Man, my computer keeps going black, which means I can't see what you're saying. If you're saying stop, I didn't see it. What are you saying? Huh, that's funny. It's very, very dark. Yes, I'm still on the King Max. Love it. Kathy says, card slots always make me nervous. I can't tell you how many times I've told them wrong. Well, the way you did it on the pattern makes total sense, even to someone like me.
I was going to deliver something for...
Oh, thank you. That's nice. Why are you so nice? Okay. I have my trusty assistant who's going to hang a calendar and give me M&Ms. Huh?
Oh, no, it's up.
Oh, you already did it. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. I even put little post-it notes over the code so I don't accidentally give them away. That was awesome. Okay. Let's see how we did. Well, my friends, they look like card slots. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure over and we're gonna sew up the middle so we can make actual individual slots. It's gonna be so fun. Okay. Boop. 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 Now I will tell you what I did wrong on my last one, just in case you are thinking of doing this bag. I thought I did a great job double stitching when I got to the top slot, and I didn't. So when I put the bag together and I turned it out, it popped the stitches off. But everything was put together, and I sat here thinking, what am I going to do? So, you know how one thing leads to another, leads to another? So I put glue. I put glue and I glued it. And I thought, oh, cool. But then there was thread that was loose. And I thought, you know what? I'll just burn that thread. So then I also burned the fabric. So it's secure, but it's also burned. But do you want insecure and unburned, or do you want secure and burned? Those were your only choices. Choose one. So when I get to the top of this slot, I'm going to secure it a couple times because I think I only did one back stitch. But I'm going to go boop, 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 boop. There. That'll do it. That'll do her. I hope. If that comes out too, then looks like we're gluing and burning. Okay, so then you're going to have these two strips. Okay? And you can take your clips off at this point because it's kind of all together. And you're going to be sewing down right sides to right sides. These strips right here. And it's not perfect because it looks like my folds weren't exactly perfect, but that's okay. I'm going to attach these to the side at the full seam allowance, and then I'll be going out and top stitching. And this just makes it a full panel for the inside of my bag. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side.
It would be funny, but not funny.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Are we having a party?
Yeah, it's water cooler fun.
Dang it, I'm missing out. Okay, now I'm going to lengthen my stitch, and I'm going to fold the corners out, and then I'm going to top stitch. Not the corners, but the sides. Like a so. Like a so, like a so, like a so. Oh, I'm not reading comments, sorry. I don't know why my comments are so dark. I love the Nooga. It's one of my favorites. I agree. It's a great one. Your calendar's arriving today. You rivet the top to make sure it doesn't pull out. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. Maybe I will. After flipping it, that thing just popped right off. Okay. If I think of it, and it doesn't take a ton of extra time. Okay. So there you go. You've got your card slot panel done. All right, so we can put that aside. You can have an M&M because it gives you special powers. Next, we're going to be putting together a zipper pocket. Let me get this out of the way and pull the next piece up. Sorry that my face is in that. Okay, so for this part, you need an interior main panel. That's this. You need 2 pieces for a pocket, and you need a zipper. All right. So you're going to draw a line down and kind of find where your center is. I've marked my centers already, and you're going to draw a box, which I did to save a little time. And you're going to rest this down on that line and center it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew around the box. All the way around. You don't have to be fancy and pull through. You can just back stitch on this one because it won't matter. Here we go. We're just going all the way around, and then we're going to slice this baby and turn it. One more stitch, I think. Oops. Well, I went a little outside of it. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, clip the threads, and then I'm going to grab a ruler and I'm going to draw a line down the center-ish. And I say ish because I kind of got a little aggressive on, yeah. Oops, that's not the center. Okay, to the edges, to the edges. And then you're going to cut down. I like to just fold it over to get my initial cut. Like this. Okay, I seriously can't read these comments. I don't know why it's so dark. It's weird. Kathy, this is still one of your favorites? That's cool. Cute pattern. I don't know what she's laughing at. I seriously can't see my comments. The YouTube studio part went all dark on me. Oh. How embarrassing. I won't tell you what happened. It's bright now. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to cut down this line. And then when you get to your corners, you're going to go up to the corners as close as you can without going through it. Which used to make me so nervous when Kassiah would say that. I'm all, oh my gosh. It sounded very serious. This is not the straightest line I've ever done in my life. But we're about to turn it out. It won't matter too much. Okay, so now I've got that chopped and I'm going to flip this through. And I'm going to do lots of finger pressing and seam roller. And we're going to situate our zipper inside there. So this just takes a hot second. What industrial machine do you sew on? I have the same as Kassiah. I have a King Max GC0302.
With a squeaky wheel.
What's that?
I said with a squeaky wheel.
With a sticky wheel that makes lots of noise. Which everyone in my house really loves, I'm sure. Okay. Honestly, it does make everything easy though. Sorry, some of these steps for me are a little awkward and time consuming, and this is one of them. Just because I want to get it pressed right. Okay, how am I doing? The corners are not my favorite right now. And so I actually wonder if I can clip any more. Nope. Maybe a little bit here. If there's a pucker in it, sometimes it means you can actually get a little closer to the seam. That one I don't dare. This one I dare. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our zipper and we are going to place it in there. I'm going to make sure that my zipper is going to the left. And I'm going to just take off one part of the tape to start. Hi all. Hi Sarah. Thank you. It's nice to be sewing. You can hope you can get away from your patients long enough to get one tomorrow. Oh gosh, yeah. It's hard when you're in the medical field. You can't necessarily plan your breaks, can you? If they need you, they need you. Okay. I'm just kind of getting this in there the best I can. Then I'm going to take off my other part of my tape and get the bottom part in there. This is one of these slow, awkward parts of the bag for me. Sorry. I should have a good story to tell you right now while I do it. You can stitch the seam allowance to the pocket lining. Oh, that's right. Someone did that. Someone said that on the last one. Remember, I don't remember how to do that. Stitch. Okay, I have to think about that. I'm going to do that next time because I remember this conversation. It's supposed to make it easier. Anything's easier than what I'm doing right now, right? Yeah, the corners are not my favorite on this one. But it's art, baby. It is art. All right, we're going to stitch this baby on. We're going to go around the entire box at an 1/8 inch if I can. And I do have my zipper foot on. So I can kind of get in there. I actually might try something different. I'm going to start up on the corner. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? I don't know. But it's an idea. I'm going to kind of pull these edges when I come to it, see if I can get that wrinkle out. So far, so good. Get my zipper out of the way. I'm going to turn and hopefully meet my first stitch. Hello. Did I do it? Not quite. One more stitch. All right, I'm gonna pull these guys through real quick. Not that it really matters, I guess, but it sure feels good. All right, what's the peanut gallery saying? You got your SiahSwag order. It's called understitching. Okay, I really need to try that again because I do remember this conversation last time. And it makes it so it's easier to lay all those seams down, right? Oh, so then the stitching would just show on the pocket, right? It doesn't show through on the top part. Is that right? I need to try that. Birdie burn, zippity doodah, zippity yay. There you go. Zipper pocket. Bada bing. I'm going to put that aside. I'll put that with the card slots for a minute. Okay, and then we are heading to the next step. All right, so for the next step, we are going to be taking a main outer piece, okay, and then a lining pocket piece. And we're going to be actually cutting some off the top. She tells you on both pieces, you're going to cut some off. So I'm going to go over to my cutting table real quick. Oh, you know what's on my cutting table is M&Ms. I'm going to have a couple of those. And then I'm going to cut a little bit off of each piece. Because we're going to be adding a zipper in between those two pieces. All right, so when you're done, you have 2 of these and 2 of these. All right, so we're going to take our outer first. Now, this is the part, Kathy, that, oh no, this isn't the one. This is the top part that made me do something different. So we're going to take our zipper that has the 2 tabs on either side of it. And we are going to, I have to think about this. We're going to put outside, let me find my smooth side, top, zipper facing down. All right. I did put tape on mine for funsies. I'm just going to line that to the edge. All right. I did tape, so you can baste it or you can just tape it, okay? And then you're going to add your matching piece of your lining, your pocket lining, all right? And you're going to add that right side down. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just add another thing of tape just to make it all cozy. Good morning, Allison. All right, and now we're going to lay this right side. So I'm going to sandwich that zipper in between. I'm going to get everything centered up, all comfy and cozy like this. I'm just going to press it down on the tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and sew it together at the full seam allowance. And then we will turn and top stitch it. Just going to move this zipper out of the way to start. I'm late, but that seems to be my day lately. I'm glad you're here, Pat. We're making the Nooga by K.dill And so far, no one's been injured. And that's really all you can ask for. No injuries, no tears, but the day is young. All right, so I've got right sides together with the zipper face down in between. Full seam allowance. Okay. And then you're going to just pull this up. All right. I'm going to lengthen my stitch and we're going to top stitch these guys together. I'm just going to kind of pull and press as I go. Pull and press. Just try to make sure everything's straight underneath it. If you're just joining, this is the Nooga from KDill, and I'm using Lux from Wonderground, Canvas from Wonderground, and Smoothie Smooth from Wonderground. It's a Wonderground day. And on my practice one, I use Smoothie Smooth from Tulip. And they are different. They do feel different. They are not the same. So if you have one, you can still get the other. It's a totally different experience. All right. I've got all sorts of flyaways on this Lux, so I'm just going to take a minute and give it a little haircut. All right, so I've got this together. All right. You can see that my tabs go outside of the edge. So I'm just going to give them a quick trim so that everything is even. And now we're just going to do the same process, but with the top tab. So I'm going to put the top tab on the top of the zipper, and I'm just going to center it the best I can. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to, on the back, put my lining also face down, sandwiching the top of the zipper in between. You don't have to use tape on all these steps, but it just helps for me. It helps it not to shift and go funky. Although I have a heck of a time pulling the tape cover off when it's on this canvas. It takes me a second. It always wants to stay. Or it all wants to come, I mean. See, I just have to warm it up. All right, how are we doing? You need to buy a stock and double sided. I know. I actually am on my last roll. I forgot to steal some from Kassiah last time I went. All right. Right sides to right side, sandwiching the zipper, full seam allowance. Bada bing, bada boom. I need to change my stitch length again. Oh, yeah, just a little bit. Move the zipper and go the rest of the way. Awesome. All right. There's just some of this tab I'm going to trim away a little bit. All right. So now I have These 2 pieces, I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other side. I'm going to pull them up and top stitch away. Oh, huh. I forgot to do another step on that other zipper pocket. I'm just realizing. You probably realized that and I forgot. I'll get back to it. Okay. And top stitch this. This stuff does like to go fuzzy on the end. Usually what I do is I singe it all before I start, and I forgot to on this one. This variegated thread is beautiful on this material. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but it looks pretty cool. I hesitated whether to use it because it's just so crazy. Turns out it's not crazy at all. It's just pretty. Okay. Awesome. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece that was in it was in my cut list to start. All right. And it's just a piece of this. Oh, I did it wrong. I was supposed to do it with that step. That's really funny. Well, no, I was going to, Kathy. So I was supposed to actually add this in there before I did all of that junk. I was supposed to go like this and put it all together and then flip it. And then this gets put in it, and then it's this beautiful hidden thing. Okay, well, you know what? Today we are not going to be hiding the zipper pull. It's just going to be the star of the show. It was totally on purpose. Actually, that makes me sad because I love that feature. That's okay. If it wasn't a live video, I would actually unstitch that and add it. But it will add too much time, so, well, it's okay. You can do it either way. You can do it without the cover or with the cover. So I'll show you the difference so you can see. This is the one I did before, and it has a cover on the zipper right there. Can you see that? Okay, so the zipper is under it. All right, and then this one is going to look like this without a cover on the zipper. So that's what we're talking about. I just forgot to do that piece. Well, that was exciting for everyone. That's okay. All right, so now I'm going to take a lining piece right here, and I'm going to lay it right side up. I'm going to lay my pocket, my outside panel, right side up, and I'm going to baste these guys together. Am I doing that right? Thinking, making sure I'm doing it right. Yes, that's correct. Okay. I just want to make sure I have it facing the right way. Yeah, it's a design decision. I just wanted you to see that there's multiple ways to do it. All of it was on purpose. That is not true. Ta-da! That's right. That's what I get for not reading the pattern, and I'm just talking and sewing. All right, I'm basting this all together. So then we have a zipper pocket. Okay, now I'm realizing as I reach over you here, we have one more step to do on this little guy here, because right now it goes to nothing. And I saw this piece sitting here and I thought, why do I have an extra piece? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this other side of the pocket piece to the pocket. I just put a little tape on it just so it will stay a little bit. The rest of it we can just kind of hold in place. All right, we're just going to go around the edge of the whole thing. It's fine, guys. It's fine. This is not a bound bag. It's a turn and burn bag. Okay, here we go. But we're going to turn through the lining, not through the pocket. So you can close the pocket all the way up. All right. If you want to trim any away on the pocket that's extra, you can. There shouldn't be too much extra, but mine pulled up a little bit because of the zipper. So now we have this pocket here. We have the outside. Okay, sorry for the reach. We have the card slot. All right. So the last thing we have to put together is the other exterior piece. And for the other exterior piece, you could just use all the same color. I could have used 2 of these, but I decided I wanted, when it was done, I wanted like a little pop of stripes. So that's why I use this instead. But you could just do it all one color if you want to. And then I have this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these 2 right sides together on just the slants right here. Slant, slant. And then we're going to turn those out top stitch and we're going to sew it onto the other full-size panel. Your calendar arrived. Okay, that's cool. Oh, the stripes are from Fabric Therapy. That's good to know. I guess I don't even know where it's from. Truthfully, I probably got them from Kassiah's closet. Let's be honest. Let's just call it what it is, okay? Okay, we're going to put these 2 together here. Full seam allowance. Trim up the corners if you want to. I suppose you don't have to. Okay. Now we're going to turn this out. Person who mentioned understitching. Seam allowances to the pocket. I used to do that when making bound buttonholes like years ago, but it does roll the wrong side to the back. I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm really gonna have to try that. Okay, so I've turned it, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top stitch. I already went ahead and put my tag on this, just to save a little time. And you don't have to put a tag if you don't want to. You just keep it plain Jane. Okay. Oh yeah, Siah's scrap boxes are insane. They have so much stuff in them. We gutted out her space when we went. Like full rolls of vinyl. It's awesome. All right, so here we go. We're gonna top stitch this. And I just like to get in here with my fingers and press these out so there's not a weird pucker there. Oh, I forgot to change my stitch. Well, we're in it to win it now. Small stitches it is. I totally meant to. Do you guys ever do that? Forget to change your stitch length. You know what? It's kind of cool actually because it's variegated. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see all the color. Woo! So we'll do the other side now. I don't know why I said woo like it's spooky. It's not spooky. I received my year of swag calendar today. I see why you had so much fun. The poses, oh my gosh. And we did it all like within a few hours. We just were pounding it out. I'm not sure what my favorite month is, but we were cracking ourselves up when we went to Lowe's to find Christmas decorations. We're like, we need December pictures. Or who has decorations up? And the Lowe's worker, are you guys going to buy something or are you just taking pictures? We're like, we're just taking pictures. Thanks. That's fine. He just thought we were weirdos. Okay, awesome. The shorter stitch length actually looks kind of cool because it shows more color. So it was on purpose is what I'm saying. Now you're going to take your main panel. Like I said, you can choose to do it the same as your outside if you don't want it to be contrasting, but I like the contrast. So, sorry, maybe I should read directions. I'm just like doing this like I know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I'm going to stick this on here and I'm going to stitch a basting stitch along the top and all the way along the bottom just to kind of stick these two together. So we're going to go right there. Okay, top. And the bottom. Does your machine ever make you think of a song? I was in a rehearsal the other day and I was trying to get everyone to like really like subdivide and feel the beat. I was like, you know, like when you're in the car and your turning signal's going and your turning signal's going click, click, but inside you're going clickety, click, 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 click. I'm like, you know, like that. They're like, no, we don't know that. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess it's just me. So now, my friends, we have car slots. Yay! Inside zipper pocket. Yay! Outside zipper pocket. With the zipper and zipper pull on display and not hidden. Totally on purpose. If you believe that, then you have not been watching. And the other side of the outside. We are all ready to put this together. So the first thing we have to do is we have to put these little D-rings on this piece, okay? There's a measurement she gives to put this on. But you know what I did, Kathy? I'll admit it. I just tried to make them even on both sides if they weren't. So there's that. All right, you're just going to go with the ends there. Boop. Boop. Okay, I'm just going to nestle it against there. And we're going to base this on. Turn around and do the same thing for this one. So you have a lot of projects going on, but you're exhausted. Okay. Okay. Now we have all of our pieces put together and we are ready to put the outer panels to the zipper. Now, this is a part that yesterday I was trying to think that my way would be easier because truthfully, when I saw how to do it, I thought, I don't know how to do that. I'm just going to do it my way. But Kathy, I'm going to trust you and I'm going to do it your way. So I am taking this piece first. I'm measuring in and I'm making a mark on this side. And I'm going to say boop, boop, boop. Okay. Then I'm going to make a marking on this side. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. I'm going to lay this right side down, starting at the marking. Okay, and take a little bit of this tape off because I went a little too far. Hope I can do this. This part does make me nervous, I'll be honest. Okay. I'm gonna, okay, guys, this part makes me so nervous. Yeah, I think they are both closing the same. Did I do it wrong? They close to the left and they open to the right. Kathy, is that correct? Susan, stop. Okay. I am stopping. I'm stopping. Tell me what to do. tab should be here. My tab's on the wrong end. Okay, so Kathy, should I just cut the tab off and put a new one on the other side? My pull's on the wrong direction. Tell me what to do, but don't tell me what to do. That's what you would do? Okay. All right. Let's do it. We are going to really quick easy to fix? Okay, we're just going to fix it, okay? But then wouldn't my pull be the different direction than this? I don't know, you guys. Like I said, this is the part that stumped me, and I don't know why. Okay. So I've cut out a new little tab. Take this off for a minute. I'm going to keep looking up in case I'm doing the wrong thing, and you can scream at me and tell me to stop. I'm cutting this off. If you didn't want me to, it's too late.
This is going to be me and you when we go do painting pottery.
Okay. So, you would like me to, it just went gray again. You would like me to put, okay, so I'm going to put the tab on the other side first. Okay, all right. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I didn't quite understand this part because then it feels like I don't know. I must have done the other one wrong too or something, because now it feels like it's going to go the opposite direction as the other one, but maybe it's not. Okay, so let's put the tab in on the closed end. Okay. All right. So now I've got my zipper tab on the closed end. Okay. I have two marks here. My tab must go on the right side. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. My tab's going to go on this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, if she wants me to.
Oh.
Yeah, give me
Okay.
Kassiah. Look, Kassiah's calling me, you guys.
Okay, no, she's got it. She's got it.
Siah, do you want to say hi to
It's
everyone?
steps behind.
Look at
Yeah.
Siah. She's helping me.
I'm like, oh, I don't want her to be confused, but you've got it.
Did I fix it?
Yeah, you fixed it.
Here,
Yeah,
stay.
because now it's open. See how it's going to be open towards that one end,
She's
and then you close. Yeah, you've got it.
But here's the part that I couldn't figure out before.
Okay.
See, Siah's going to help us on this video, everyone. Okay. So I'm going to pull this at that marking. This is the part I didn't understand, which is why I didn't do it before. I'm going to sew. Oh, I'm going to pull it down like this. And sew off of it.
See, because now you can open up your zipper. Yep. And I'm steps behind you on my video here. Like, it's delayed, right? So
right.
You may have already done it. Yeah. So you're going to pull it off.
So I should, okay, just a minute. Just stay here. This is great. Say hi to all your fans.
Hi, everybody.
So should I do that stitching before I put this other side on?
So I would at least base your zipper on first, yes.
So that I could pull it off like this.
Yep. Did she say pull it off at a 90 degree or that just like at that mark, pull it off?
It says 90 degree. And that's why I was confused and I just did it a different way, but it didn't look good. So I thought, no, I need to try her way. So when I come here, I need to pull it all the way down at a 90 degree. Okay.
I'm like, oh, what's Kathy saying?
Oh, she says pull it. She says pull it off at the top, not towards the bottom.
Not towards the bottom. Yeah, I was like, no, that doesn't look right. Pull it. So do that little crease like you do when you are folding your zipper at that 90 degree angle. Do you know how you do that? Like 90 degree turn and then you baste it. I think you're doing that, but just on the project.
Like this? She says yes, like that. Oh.
Yeah.
Everyone, there you go.
There you go.
And there you go.
And there you go.
The next sticker.
That's the next sticker. And there you go.
Oh, yes. That's a good.
Please write that down in your book. Okay, so I'm going to base this first.
Yes.
Here.
Yes, you got it. You got it.
But I'm going to stop at the mark, though. I'm not going to sew all the way across the zipper, or I am going to sew
You
all the
don't
way.
need to. You just need to baste it so it stays in place.
But then eventually I'll be sewing all the way across it.
Eventually you'll be sewing all the way across
when
it,
I put the next layer on.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sister.
You're welcome. You're doing awesome.
Thanks for being on the video with me.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Make sure I'm doing it right. Sure, it's enough to be out of your seam allowance. Okay, so I might fold it a little bit sooner so that, so when this fold is, it's out of my seam allowance over here. I'm just going to make it a little bit shorter. Okay, thanks everyone. So I want to show you. So I didn't quite understand this before. And so I just did 90-degree turns before I put it in here. But it didn't turn out great. And it didn't look great on my practice one. And so I thought, you know what? Let's try it the way she says it. So thank you for helping me. Because I wasn't quite seeing that. All right. So maybe I will just put this on here and do it. Because it's pretty secure. So now I'm going to go all the way across full seam allowance. But I'm going to start, I'll go all the way across. All right. Any more stop signs or are we good? We good to go? Well, that was good. See? I learned something. Did you learn something? Probably not. You probably already knew that. All right. Well, if you're afraid of doing it, now you don't have to be afraid. I was afraid. Just making sure my D-ring is out of the way here. All right, see how it is. You handle live directions so well. I would get paralyzed. Okay. Well, it's okay. I figure if I mess up, I mess up. So now, as you can see, my zipper is nice and it just kind of disappears into there. Okay, this makes so much more sense than the way I did my other bag. The other one was not right, and I think that it was the turn corner was on the wrong direction. It's fine. It's fine. All right. We're going to top stitch this bad boy. And then we're going to add the other side. But then I have to get the other side the same zipper. We can do it. I sewed the two exteriors together. I sure did. This is a fun day. Sorry, guys. I was distracted again because of this whole zipper thing that I didn't look up to see what to sew onto it next. So that was great. It's fine. Okay. We're just going to have a little chat. I meant to put the lining to that, but I didn't. So, see, Sarah, you say I handle live instructions well? Well, it's all right. I guess the good news is nothing a couple rip stitches can't solve. I didn't even top stitch yet, so we're all good. Man, that's hard to get on that type of material. How embarrassing, right? How embarrassing. So, what have you guys got going on in January? We've got a big concert coming up in February, so we're rehearsing for that right now. I need to go study that. We're playing this jazzy bassoon concerto. We're doing a concerto with a soprano voice and a double bass, you know, stand-up bass. Which is going to be so different and so interesting. Playing Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, just the finale. We're playing... what else are we playing? We're playing The Typewriter, which is hilarious. It is a concerto for the typewriter. Have you guys ever heard The Typewriter? It's by Leroy Anderson, the same guy who did Sleigh Ride. And it's pretty funny. It's difficult. It's fast. And you have a typewriter at the front of the stage. And everyone else is playing all the stuff behind it. And then the typewriter is playing the rhythm that's the same as the melody. So it's called The Typewriter. And we are playing Bacchanal from Samson and Delilah. That one's a really good one. We are playing a double Bach violin concerto, just one movement of it. And we are playing a violin concerto by Camille Saint-Saëns, and that one's going to be rough. That one's going to be a lot of work. The other ones are going to be fine. We were going to play Claire de Lune, but we have to move that to the next concert because my harp player can't come. And you have to have harp if you're going to do that piece. You have to. So that's what's going on here. I live in the desert, so our weather's fantastic. Kind of cold in northern Florida. It's, you know, it's not cold here. I don't know what it is. It's in the, it's like high of 50s right now here. So it's not that bad. Yes, you could use cork, just don't use interfacing. The first one we made, Kathy, wasn't out of like cotton canvas. Mine is at Siah's house. We put cameras in it. It was my camera bag. So when I left her with two of the cameras, they were in the Nooga because it's a great bag for the cameras. But I think it was like cotton canvas on the outside and cotton on the inside. And you did all the hard work. You did all the interfacing and the cutting, and you did card slots, and you just handed us things and said, sew this. It was great. I didn't have to do any thinking. I didn't accidentally sew any wrong pieces together because you just said, now do this. That's okay. All right, so you can decide where you want your zipper and where you want your card slots. It probably just depends what side of this you're using as your front. I'm going to put my card slots behind this and my zipper pocket behind the other one, but you can do it however you want. So once I pull all these threads out, luckily my zipper is still pretty stable. Okay, so we are going to try this again, and we're going to go lining and exterior with the zipper in between. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It wouldn't be a Susan Takeover without a couple ripped stitches, right? I mean, would you even watch me if it was perfect? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to, like I said, choose to do my card slots on the other side of this. And so let's take this baby up. And we're going to just try that step again with the preferred pieces. How's that sound? I know, Kathy, I love when I don't have to think about it either. I was so spoiled the first few things I did. I was always with Siah, and she just did everything for me. I was like, sewing bags is easy. And then the first time I had to cut one out, I was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna die. All right, you don't have to tape it. You could use clips if you want. But I'm gonna tape mine. All right, I'm just fixing that 90 degree that we worked so hard on. And we're gonna put this to this. All right, if you're just joining us, this is SiahSwag, and I am Susan. I am her sister. She does much better than I do, so make sure you come back for one of her videos. I always say, don't judge her channel by Susan Takeover Day. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna do this. Now we're gonna sew these together at the full seam allowance and turn and top stitch these. That'll be so much better. Whoa, heavy foot. All right. Now I'm going to lengthen my stitch and pull these pieces apart. Eee. What, did I do it? Are the card slots going? Yeah, they are. Don't scare me, people. If they're not the right way, I'm just leaving it. I'm doing it upside down. Okay. Here we go. I just stop every once in a while and I pull this bottom layer down and the top layer just so it doesn't twist at a weird angle. Oh, I really do like this variegated thread on this material. Looks amazing. All right. there. Now we've caught up from our little grand adventure we went on just a second ago. Now we have one of the outside panels, and it's connected to the inside panel. And we have our card slots facing the correct way. Hallelujah. Now we are going to attach our other outside to the zipper. Now I have to do the same thing here. So now we're going to have to do some thinking. So give me just a minute for some thinking. I'm going to make a few marks again. And then we are going to do another 90-degree turn on that and get it all secured. Now I'm curious, Kathy, what is the difference between doing the 90-degree turn this way versus having a 90-degree turn zipper that you just place in? Is there any difference? That's what I tried doing and it wasn't quite right. So I'm wondering, is it because the tail is longer and so it's better? Like, what are the pros and cons of doing it that way? If you don't mind. And I'm having an M&M. Every once in a while, my screen's going gray. If you're just joining, we're making the Nooga. No difference. Just one you have to measure first and hope it's right. This way you can make it right as you sew and know it's right. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to lay this flat on the table. No, how am I going to do this right? Move my zipper pull out of the way, right? I'll take some of this tape off. Okay, so either way you want to do it. So it's a matter of getting the measurement right. See, I think I did when I tried to do a pre-done 90-degree, it was too long and it was in my seam allowance and it was really ugly. And I thought, maybe there's a reason Kathy did it the way she did. It's like Kassiah when she says, will you just trust me? I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll trust you. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put a little more tape on it. And I'm just trying to match it up with the other one. Sometimes there's a reason to your madness, huh? I figured. I don't know why I ever think I know better. It's so dumb when it comes to this stuff. All right, so I'm just going to match my angle up with this other one the best I can. There we go. We have another 90-degree coming off like this. And I am fairly matched up. Yeah, that's great. I think I am going to base this one down though. This one doesn't feel quite as secure, so I'm just going to base this one real fast. Just so I can get that. Okay, that's good. Cool. All right, we're ready to add our last piece onto it. I'm going to go lining right side down. We're almost there. All right, once again, you don't have to use tape. Did you miss a lot? No, I've done every step perfectly. No, but you're here for the good part. We're just putting the last pieces together. Jolene, we are making the Nooga from K.dill, and Kathy is actually on this video, which has been really helpful, and my sister was on this video, which was really helpful, because they talked me through a little zipper turn that I was uncomfortable with. And then I was so excited for getting it that I sewed the wrong piece together. So that was exciting. All right, so we are sewing our interior pieces right sides together with the zipper in between. And let's see where the zipper is. Make sure he's out of the way. My D-ring. Okay. I'm just going to fold that D-ring out of the way. All right. Ooh. We are getting so close. Up and over the zipper. Excellent. All right. Here we go. Now we're going to flip this out. We're going to top stitch on this side, and then we are ready to attach the two, it all together and turn it. So I'm going to pull these out, lengthen my stitch. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. It really is a great design. Good job, Kathy. AKA Miss Tennessee. Kathy just got a fancy new camera too, didn't you, Kathy? Did you use it yet? Let's see. Pull this down and let's go. I'm using Kassiah's Cotton Candy Swirl variegated thread on this, and it looks really cute. Super cute. My second zipper 90-degree turn wasn't quite as successful. We won't talk about it. It's fine. Well, I guess it's okay. It's not that bad. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take right sides together of both the outer and the lining, okay? And we're going to clip them together. We're going to be leaving a hole at the bottom of the lining to turn this out. And then we're turning it. This is it. Yeah, Kathy, I'm so glad you joined the live. Hopefully you're not like, oh my goodness, she's ruining my pattern. All right. I like to clip the middles first just to make sure they're lining up. And then go from there. On this one, you do just the normal seam allowance for the exterior, and then you do a larger seam allowance for the interior part of it, for the lining. So everything will fit all comfy inside. And this pattern is domestic friendly. The first time I made it at Kathy's house, I made it on her, what did you have? Was it a Juki? Was it a TL? I don't remember, but it was your domestic machine. And we use cotton canvas and cotton. And it seems like everyone always says, is that bag domestic friendly? And I think it just, honestly, the pattern depends on what materials you use. I wouldn't choose this material for my Juki because the Lux is a little bit thick. And I'm not sure how it would like some of the spots, but maybe it'd be okay. Maybe I should try it. See how it works out. Okay. I'm going to leave a big gaping hole at the bottom because I like to have a massive hole to turn. You don't have to leave such a big hole. There's probably a million reasons not to, but I always do. No one ever knows. Oh yeah, it was a Juki TL. So you could totally make this on a domestic. No problems. She makes everything kind of actually thin. There's not really any massive bumpy parts. My lining didn't match up perfectly, but it would be fine. All right, once again, a bigger seam allowance in the lining and leave a hole. So I'm actually going to start there. I'm going to back up a little bit. Clips are flying. Okay. Right, now I'm gonna come out just a little bit as I get here. And now I'm at my regular seam allowance for the exterior portion. One more stitch, it looks like. Just a minute. I don't know why it does that. You guys, this is the home stretch. We are almost there. home stretch time. After I pass over my middle portion right here where I go to my lining, I'm going to go in just a little bit. I'm going to kind of crank over this. Okay. It likes to just, I don't know why it's doing that. I think my foot gets caught. Yep. I need to sand down smooth out my zipper foot a little bit. It's a little jagged. And it likes to get caught on the big seams. Okay, I'm going to turn this last corner and I'm going to come off at a 90-degree angle. Just to give it a little more strength when I turn it. I'm going to go back and forth just a little bit. All right. This is it. This is it. I'm going to make sure my inside, okay, I'm just going to trim my corners just a little bit. You don't have to, but you can. I could cut down the zipper, couldn't I? You know what, Cindy? I'm going to cut it in honor of you. This is for Cindy. Raven like the bird. Whee! Whee! And then I'm going to singe it. All right, it's turn and burn. Turn and burn. Hi, Estella. How are you? All right. I'm definitely going to need my chopstick for these corners because this Lux is thicky. She's thicky. So we're just going to get in there. If you hold your tongue just right. See, that did it. That did it. Sing a little song. Come on out, you corners. You don't want to hide there. Come on out and come with us. You're gonna be so beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna do this next side. All right. Poking the interior part of this. Yep. We're going to seal up this pocket and stuff this in there. Ooh, this is the exciting part. It's a big moment. Real big moment. You guys ready for this? You all ready for this? Need to make sure I got all that. Yep, I did. Accumulate. The purple is Lux from Wonderground. Your calendar's arriving today. I just got mine yesterday. There's still a few calendars left, y'all. Hi from France. Bonsoir. Je m'appelle Susan. All right. I'm just squishing it all in there. Since I don't have the hardware to do, the right color hardware to do a strap, I do have, I own one chain and it's the right color. So we're just gonna put a chain on it. All right, let me do a couple things here. Take that off and put that on. There it is. This is the Nooga by K.dill. My zipper looks way, way better than my other bag. Like, it looks way better. My other one wasn't quite right. But I think it looks great. So, my friends, this is the Nooga by K.dill. I just need to mess with my hands a little bit. You can dress it up with a chain. Or if you just don't have the right hardware and you put that on there, you can do that. You can have the contrasting. Remember, your phone can go in there. You've got a zipper pocket on the back. On the inside, we have our card slots and a zipper pocket. And that, my friends, is the Susan Takeover for January. Do you love it or do you disagree? That's what I want to know. And remember, let's see if I can get this calendar in here. Here, go. Okay, you can put it back down, I think. Bryce just walked in to help me. If you haven't already got one, there's a few calendars left. So snag one because there's still 11 and a half months worth of coupons in it and some cheesy pictures. The cheesy pictures are optional. You don't even have to look at them. You could put a big post-it note over the faces if it's too creepy. Frankly, it's kind of creepy to have that behind me, but it's funny too. It's funny. So get your calendars, Cupid boxes tomorrow. But mostly, I hope you loved the takeover for today. Remember, if you're new here, I am Kassiah's sister. Never judge her channel on the quality of my work. I am just the comic relief, and we can figure this out together because some people are more in the beginning stages. So hope you loved it. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday and a fantastic week. All right. We'll see you, everyone.